Hey y'all, welcome back to How Do You Cook Back to Basics. My name is Andrea and today I'm sharing 5 of my favorite easy crock-pot dinners all in one video. So grab your slow cooker and let's get started. Today I'm going to share with you how to make a crock-pot garlic Parmesan chicken and potatoes meal. You'll start off by adding 2 to 3 chicken breasts to your crock-pot. Next you'll add about 1 to 1.5 pounds of baby potatoes that you've washed and halved or quartered depending on how big those are. Now y'all, I forgot to spray my crock-pot, so I'm doing it right now. Here I have 1/4 cup of melted butter and 4 to 5 cloves of minced garlic, 1 teaspoon each of black pepper and salt, 1 teaspoon each of Italian seasoning and paprika. Mix until well combined. Decisions. What type of Parmesan cheese are we going to be using? Today I'm using 1/2 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. Now you can use 1/2 cup of the grated Parmesan cheese. That is totally up to you. Go ahead and mix up your Parmesan cheese into your sauce mix and add that to the top of your potatoes. Now for a little bit of extra flavor, we're adding 1/2 cup of chicken broth to your crock pot. Pour that in on the sides of your crock pot so you don't mess with the top of your sauce mix. Cover and cook on high for about 3 to 4 hours. This meal right here is packed full of flavor and your family is going to love it. Today I will be sharing with you the easiest crock-pot spaghetti and meatballs meal. This dinner only has 4 ingredients and anyone can make this recipe. Start off by adding your favorite 24-ounce jar of spaghetti sauce to your crock pot. Next, we're going to add 1 cup of beef stock. Now, I'm putting my beef stock in my jar that my sauce came out of and trying to get those last bits out of that jar. Now, once you do that, give that a really good shake and add that to your crock pot and give it a really good stir. Now, y'all, I made my spaghetti and meatballs backwards. I added the meatballs into my sauce first instead of adding my noodles. Y'all don't do what I did because it's a little bit difficult to get those noodles cooked if you don't put your noodles in before. Here I have 8 ounces of thin spaghetti. Now, it is pretty difficult to find an 8-ounce package nowadays, but you can get a 16-ounce package and split that in half and use that. Place your lid on your crock pot and now we're going to heat that up on low for 4 hours. Make sure you check your noodles in between, ensuring that your noodles are in that liquid. In total, I used about 2.5 cups of beef stock for this recipe. Buffalo Ranch Chicken and Dumplings in the crock pot. This recipe is creamy, flavorful, and so easy to put together. Start by adding 1 shredded rotisserie chicken to your crock pot. Next, pour in about 4 cups of chicken stock, 1 can of cream of chicken soup, a cup of frozen corn if you want a pop of color, a pack of ranch seasoning, and a 1/4 cup of buffalo wing sauce. Give everything a good stir so all the flavors mix together, then cover and cook on low for 3 to 4 hours or on high for about 2 hours. About 20 minutes before your cooking time is up, it's time to prep the dumplings. Take a can of home-style biscuits, cut each biscuit into 8 pieces, and roll each piece into a small ball. Gently stir the chicken base one more time, then drop the biscuit balls on top, pressing lightly so they sit just right in the liquid. Cover the crock pot again and cook on high for about 1.5 hours or until the dumplings are fully cooked and fluffy. When it's done, scoop out a big bowl of that creamy, hearty Buffalo Ranch Chicken and Dumplings. Drizzle with a little ranch and sprinkle some chopped green onions for a fresh garnish. And that's it, a comforting, flavorful dinner with a little kick from the buffalo sauce. Perfect for game day, weeknights, or anytime you're craving something cozy. Crockpot barbecue chicken sandwiches. You're going to love this recipe, y'all. It's quick easy and simple to make. You're going to start off with 2 or 3 large chicken breasts. Go ahead and place those in your crock pot. Now, I did rinse these off really well before I put those in there. Next, you'll add 1 18-ounce bottle of barbecue sauce, about 1/4 cup of water. Now you'll want to spread your barbecue sauce all over the top of your chicken, cover, and cook on high for 4 hours. Now, while we're waiting on that to cook, we're making some coleslaw to go on top. I have a whole bag of Dole Classic Coleslaw Mix and 1 jar of coleslaw dressing. Now, you can add as much or as little of this dressing as you desire. I like my coleslaw a little bit on the juicier side. Now, after I mixed this up well, I did decide to add a little bit of black pepper to the top. Now, once I did that, I gave it a really good stir and placed it in the refrigerator until we're ready to serve up our chicken sandwiches. After your 4 hours, check on your chicken to see if it is ready to shred. Mine was ready to shred, so I grabbed 2 forks and started shredding my chicken right up. You can shred your chicken as small or as big as you like. That is your choice. I like mine a little bit on the smaller side, so once you've shredded it, turn your crock pot down to low for about 30 minutes. Now we're going to toast our buns. I'm adding some Duke's mayonnaise to our buns and placing those face down. I am doing the top and the bottom. And once those are nice and toasted, go ahead and add your barbecue chicken all over the top of that bottom bun. Add your coleslaw to the top and add your other bun. I serve these up with some potato chips and pickle spears. There's nothing better than coming home to a warm bowl of beef stew. And this crockpot version makes it so simple. It's one of my favorite comfort meals, and the best part is it's freezer friendly. You can make it ahead for busy nights. I used about 1.5 pounds of stew beef, a small bag of baby carrots, 6 golden potatoes cut into cubes, 1 chopped onion, 2 packets of beef stew mix, and a 32-ounce container of beef stock. I started by adding the stew beef right into the crock pot, then layered in the potatoes, carrots, and onion. After that, I sprinkled in both packets of stew mix and poured the beef stock over everything. All that's left is to cover it up and let the crock pot do the work. I cooked mine on high for about 4 hours, and by the end, the beef was melt in your mouth tender, and the veggies were perfectly cooked. This stew is also great for meal prep. You can bag everything up ahead of time, freeze it, and just dump it straight into the crock pot when you're ready. Serve it with some delicious cornbread, and you've got a cozy homemade dinner that feels like a hug in a bowl. Enjoy, y'all.